I'm sorry, what were you talking about, Tony, there? Alright guys, we're here over at Tony's place, and we're taking a quick look. We're doing a 40-point, is it 40? 45. No, 45 point army list. This army list that I'm running, I have, most of these models I've never used before. Starting with Epic Haley, never used her before. So in her battle group is a Hunter and a Cyclone. The only guy that's not painted on the table. You suck. Then there's the Arcane Gun Mage Captain Adept. Taking Iris. Also a Defender, which will be Jack marshaled by the Stormblade Infantry plus Officer and Standard, the UA attachment. I'm taking a unit of Gun Mages with their unit attachment. And last but not least, I'm taking the Black 13th. And that is my entire 45-point army. I don't know if it's going to be any good. Like I said, I'm not running any kind of theme list, so I really don't know if there's synergy here or not. And let's take a look at what Tony's running. Tony's list comprised of an Avatar, which is this absolutely beautifully painted model. Painter for most of these models is Epic Terrain.
Every model.
Well, I'm saying in concert with mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine is one of them.
Then he's also taking a Reckoner, which I believe is this dude right here with the crazy clubs.
Yeah.
He's taking a Revenger Arc Node, right there. He is taking a Choir, 2 points. So what is that? The minimum Choir?
Yep.
3 dudes and a.
Yep.
His. Oh, we do not have your Warcaster. Vindictus. Right there. This was a model that I first got off of eBay and introduced to Epic Terrain. 2 Vassals, huh?
Yep.
So, 2 Vassals, 1, 2. I don't really know what they do.
I don't
so
know either. They touch the dead Jackson and can do that stuff.
Errant's Flame Guard, Covenant, and Command times 2.
Command is like this, though. For Flame Guard and them.
Okay, so these are just the UA attachments for the Flame Guard and the Errants.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and that's his 45-point army list. Mm-hmm. We'll get back to you as soon as we're done with deployment. Okay, we did a roll-off. I won the roll-off, but I told Tony he had to go first and deploy first, so this is the Menoth deployment with the Knights Errant being advanced deployed 6 inches in front of his line.
Section.
And, yeah, this is everything, including where his Warcaster is. And what is this guy? The
Covenant and Menoth.
Covenant and Menoth.
Big book guy.
Big book guy. On the Cygnar side, basically I wanted to get everyone within range right away, so I pretty much put them as a big gun line like usual. Here's my Gun Mages, my advanced deployed Hunter Warjack, Cyclone, which is bonded to E. Haley. Adept Solo, Black 13th, the Swordblade, and Defender that is Jack Marshall, and last but not least, Iris in the woods. Now we've decided for this particular board that this piece of terrain is forest, as well as that piece of terrain. Every other piece of terrain out here, with the exception of the building in the middle, it constitutes a hill that's, even though it's not truly, it is an inch tall. So ranged attacks against models on that platform they'll get a defense modifier +2. And with that, Tony will be going first.
Yep. Doing it.
Hey guys, I'm sorry we're not doing full-blown battle report, but we got to be kind of quick a little bit because it's a little late here. So Menoth came up during their turn 1 on a big ball, came rushing forward with their Warcaster hidden in the middle. There's no getting to him in firepower. Cygnar responded by running a lot of stuff to get into position for next turn. The Cyclone was given, or Haley telekinesied the Cyclone up 2 inches, and between that and being bonded to her, he was able to just get into range of some of the advanced deployment guys and shot up 3 of the Knights Errant. That is literally the only damage that's been done, though, thus far. Everything else has pretty much been moving into position. The defender walked up and tried to shoot, but was just out of range of the Flame Guard. So, we're now entering turn 2, and Tony's go. Alright, so, Menoth moved up, fired at the Cyclone, tinked him with, like, 2 points of damage. Everything else was, again, basically a movement play. There was a block of Flame Guard there that with the officer basically gave them a whole bunch of grouped up protection. I then charged him. The officer here gave them the charge order. They fired in to disrupt this, and quite literally they never got into melee combat because they killed everyone with their AoE templates since my officer still had them in formation. The Gun Mage solo came around, shot the guy behind the Avatar, so that basically hoping to push him around, but unfortunately forgot that the Black 13th can't push people with their guns. They ended up doing about 6 points of damage total to the Avatar with their brutal damage, but quite honestly it was not nearly enough to do any real damage. Then I ran the defender in, just basically, I know he's going to die at the end of this turn, but hopefully we can keep everyone else safe for one more turn. Haley had popped her feet though, so during the next turn, models can either attack or move, but can't do both, that are in her control area of 16 inches. I'm not quite sure how far that extends, but we're going to find out pretty soon. As well as models in that area, I get to decide who goes first, or in what order. So it's now Menoth turn 3, and we will find out what happens next. So as predicted at the end of the Menoth turn, the defender is completely trashed by the Avatar of Menoth. He then cast Menoth Gaze. We allowed the spells to go off because he forfeited his movement, according to the E. Haley feat. But so everything around him, which sucks because I was really hoping to move that guy around the Avatar and towards the Warcaster to do some damage. Meanwhile, his Flame Guard moved up, killed 2 guys out of the Stormblade unit, and the choir moved up behind. So it's now the bottom of turn 3. We also had some movement over here. Those guys, the Knights Errant, fired but missed, and this guy fired at the Hunter and took out his column 5. So we're now at the bottom of turn 3. Cygnar's about to go. Quick look at the whole board. Keep an eye focused on Iris. At the end of Cygnar turn, Iris got really close to the Menoth Warcaster, but now Tony's already said that he's probably going to turn around and just beat her until a pulp. They finish off the Stormblade, finish off the rest of the Temple Flame Guard. The Warcaster took control of the Arc Node and pulled him out of close combat and over to the other Warjack. I did not take a free strike because he didn't do it willingly. Then, though, because he opened up his back art at the start of their turn, they either finished off the Knights Errant or they shot into the back of this Warjack, including the Hunter, so the Arc Node is no longer an Arc Node. The Cyclone, again, because he has affinity to Haley, moved forward at a very heightened pace, and even though he had 6 shots, only one of them did any damage to Vindictus. And I guess that's it for Cygnar turn. And now, oh, wait a minute. And the Black 13th fired into the Avatar and actually did some way more impressive damage than I thought was possible with the Black 13th. So, yay, Defender, for sacrificing yourself. Sorry, buddy. and it's Menoth turn. Alright, this is the end of the Menoth turn. The book dude ran up and came close to doing some damage to the Cyclone, but not quite. The Light Warjack, the Revenger that I had control of, ran over and hit the Cyclone, disabling one of the systems. The Avatar came up, killed one of the Black 13th. It was... who was it? It was Ryan that he killed. And both an Arcane Bolt and then a gunshot to my Warcaster, but no damage from either. And so it is the turn of Cygnar to go. Alright, so Cygnar concludes with Haley casting Deadeye on these guys, taking control of the... what is the dude with the big... this guy?
Reckoner.
The Reckoner. When he controlled him, or she controlled him, he moved over and killed the Light Warjack for me. Spread them out. They took out the various people around it. Did a little bit of damage to the Reckoner, but it wasn't really the focus. The focus was to get everyone off of that Cyclone, and with 2 points of focus, he was able to run up and basically punch
Barely.
the... yeah, seriously, barely doing it. The Warcaster, and literally with the last hit did just enough damage to kill the Warcaster. So the game concludes here, and that's good because I was worried that he was getting a little too close to my Warcaster.
Not going to be close, man.
So
God forbid to be close or anything. We want certainty when we play.
So anyways, we found that maybe having this building is not such a good thing for Tony.
Nothing is good.
Because with Cygnar, I got the speed to keep moving my dudes around, and really, we really need to play a scenario game which is going to force me to go into a very central point and not leave it, and it's going to completely help the Menoth army totally beat the hell out of my army.
Because otherwise I can't win.
Wow.
No, that's not, otherwise I can't win. I can't win. I'll leave it.
Tony had some unfortunate rolls. I had some good rolls this game, and yeah, but... So anyways, this is the conclusion. I'm sorry that we didn't record the whole thing, but like I said, guys, it takes a lot of time to do that, and we just didn't have it. So, hope you guys are having a good one. Peace.